What is it about castles that entices visitors? Aside from bringing us one step closer to living out our fairy tale aspirations, the incredible constructions highlight some of the world's greatest architecture, most breathtaking scenery, and perhaps even a ghost story or two. There may be no better place on earth to locate awe-inspiring castles than Europe, where it seems impossible to visit a city or take a road trip without coming across some form of royal residence. From the Bavarian Alps to the Mediterranean coast, you'll see ancient stone walls, sky-high towers, and bridges arching over shimmering moats. Check out this list of Europe's 17 most gorgeous castles and prepare to feel like genuine royalty. Number 1, Pena Palace, Portugal. Pena Palace, located on top of a hill in Sintra and inspired by German Romantic architecture, resembles a Disney castle with its pink and yellow turrets, ornate buttresses, and comical gargoyles. The interiors are similarly impressive. The beautifully carved ceilings and walls of Queen Amelia's rooms, as well as the dazzling all-white reception area, are not to be missed. As an added bonus, Sintra is only 40 minutes from Lisbon, so there's no reason not to go. The second one is Guaita Tower, San Marino. San Marino is only 24 square miles in size, and is totally bordered by Italy, yet it contains some remarkable landmarks. The capital city is famous for its 3 hilltop towers, one of which can be seen on the country's coat of arms, the most beautiful of which is Guaita Tower. It was built atop Monte Titano in the 10th century and is currently available to visitors all year. Third castle is Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Neuschwanstein Castle is not only one of the most magnificent castles in Europe, but it is also one of the most recognizable castles on the world, owing in large part to its inspiration for Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle. The stately edifice was created in 1886 at the request of reclusive King Ludwig II as a private retreat. Now, it receives over 1.4 million people per year. Number 4, Palace of Versailles, France. You can't discuss European castles without mentioning the Palace of Versailles, the picture-perfect embodiment of French grandeur and splendor. The 17th-century gilded house and 1,977-acre estate are King Louis XIV's lasting legacies, and even French residents regard it as a bucket list-worthy marvel. Allow at least a full day to see the royal stables, hall of mirrors, and enthralling gardens. Number 5, Castello di Miramare, Italy. Just a 30-minute drive north of Trieste, the picturesque capital of Friuli Venezia Giulia, Castello di Miramare boasts one of the most magnificent settings of any castle on our list. The 10th-century palace, which was formerly residence to Austrian Archduke Ferdinand Maximilian, rises above the turquoise Adriatic on a verdant 54-acre park. It's not your typical coastal attraction. Number 6, Corvin Castle, Romania. This 15th-century Gothic fortification may not have inspired any vampire books, but it has enough terrifying elements to rival Bran Castle. View the exterior of double-thick impregnable walls, a massive drawbridge, and innumerable rectangular and round towers that originally served as watchtowers and prisons. View the vast dungeon and torture room within, as well as the ruins of the bear pit, where human corpses were fed to the castle's resident bears. It's a good time all around. Number 7, Bled Castle, Slovenia. Lake Bled is one of Slovenia's most popular destinations for a reason, or several reasons, with green waters, a church-dotted islet, views of the Julian Alps, and, of course, a Disney-like castle on a hill. Climb the woodland route to get a close look at Bled Castle's orange-roofed turrets and 11th-century walls, then turn around for some of the most picturesque views of the lake you'll ever see. Eighth castle is Bojnice Castle, Slovakia. Bojnice is 2 hours from Bratislava, and the journey is well worth it to view the town's towering, amusement park-style castle. The Neo-Gothic palace was erected in the 12th century, though it was restored multiple times to achieve its current shape, and it is currently part of the Slovak National Museum, which means it is available to the public almost every day of the year. Check out the creepy but cool travertine caverns found beneath the bridge. Number 9 is Hohenzollern Castle, Germany. This gorgeous castle, perched on a 768-foot cliff in the foothills of the Swabian Alps, is more than simply pretty to look at. With its several towers and defenses, it's regarded a vestige of 19th-century military design. It's possibly most impressive on cloudy days, when it rises above the fog like a true castle on a cloud. Take one of the guided excursions, they fill up quickly, or explore on your own when you arrive. There's also a lovely beer garden within the castle that's ideal for a German-style break. Number 10, Castel del Monte, Italy. Castel del Monte lies picturesque on a rocky slope in southern Italy, proving that castles don't require moats and pointed towers to be magnificent, about 3 hours from Naples. Emperor Frederick II erected the citadel and fortress in the 13th century, and his culture and creative vision can be seen in the complex's precisely octagonal towers, which combine classical and Muslim architectural elements. Number 11, Bran Castle, Romania. Romania has several gorgeous castles, but none are as well known as Bran Castle. The former house of Queen Marie of Romania and the inspiration for Bram Stoker's 1897 book Dracula, the national monument lies high on a hill near the boundary between Transylvania and Wallachia, with spectacular views of the surrounding mountains and woodlands. Number 12, Trakai Island Castle, Lithuania. Trakai Island Castle, reconstructed in the second part of the 14th century, situated on a postcard-perfect island in Lithuania's Lake Galve. Trakai is only 14 miles west of Vilnius, so you can easily make the day journey out to view the castle's Gothic-style architecture, brick and stone church, and breathtaking surroundings for yourself. (13) Conwy Castle, Wales. Conwy, a Welsh town, is distinguished for its 21-tower ancient stronghold, which includes a beautiful castle encircled by 3/4-mile-long defensive walls. The edifice was commissioned by King Edward I in the 13th century, which adds to its exceptional preservation. Visitors are welcome to tour the castle and wander around the battlements, including ascending the towers via spiral staircases. (14) Haar Castle, Netherlands. A neo-Gothic castle called De Haar Castle, or Kasteel de Haar in Dutch, is located near the Dutch town of Hohenzollern. De Haar Castle is the largest and busiest castle in the Netherlands, which is just one of the many factors that make it one of the greatest castles in all of Europe. Petrus Kuipers, the architect of two other renowned structures in the Netherlands, the Rijksmuseum and the Amsterdam Centraal train station, was in charge of designing De Haar Castle, both in Amsterdam. Number 15, Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle, in Scottish Gaelic, Castel Dunaidan, is a Gothic and Scottish baronial neo-Gothic castle in Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle is the largest and most visited castle in Scotland, which is one of the many reasons it is regarded as one of the greatest castles in Europe. Edinburgh Castle is perched atop the enormous Castle Rock, known in Scottish Gaelic as Críocha Chastile, and is visible from many locations across the Scottish city, which has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1995. Number 16, Donan Castle, Scotland. Scottish settlement of Dorney is home to the Gothic and Edwardian baronial neo-Gothic Donan Castle, or Donan Chastile in Scottish Gaelic. Donan Castle is one of the most gorgeous castles in Scotland, which is only one of the many factors that make it one of the top castles in Europe. Number 17, Windsor Castle, England. In Windsor, England, in the United Kingdom, there is a castle with Gothic, Georgian neoclassical, and Victorian revival architectural elements. Windsor Castle is one of the official residences of the British royal family, which is just one of the many factors that make it one of the greatest castles in all of Europe. As one might anticipate, Windsor Castle has a stellar record. For instance, did you know that the oldest and biggest inhabited castle in the world is Windsor Castle?